Righto gang, we're rolling into another project at the moment. This is closer to home. This is one of my favourite deer hunting properties, and there's a few dogs coming in at the moment chasing calves. So I said I'll try and do a few days out here and set maybe 15, 20 traps. We won't put too many in, but let's see what we can pick up over the next week. I came out here the other night with a mate just to check around, run the thermal for about 3 hours. Around here we didn't see a dog. Shot a couple of deer for meat, but when we pulled up right for a start, we just pulled up here getting the gear ready, and over on one of these distant hills on the other side here we could hear a pack of dogs just singing away. So they could be on the next door neighbours. What we've got to do is try and entice them down through, or if they come through the boundary fence onto our side, I've got to try and steer them along the tracks and get them onto our line. So a little bit of a challenge. Let's go, Dale.
Let's go.
Good to have you out with me today.
Good to be here.
Yep. The country here has been freshly burnt. There's been a fire goes through here about, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And as usually happens this time of the year, they burn off. And if we'd had more rain, it would be a lot greener by now. But should be able to see some tracks up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put a drag out and drag an old deer hide that I've had stored away. I just bagged it, fresh off the deer, bagged it and let it simmer away there, stacked away to one side. And I'll just drag it along here for about probably 3 k's. And what I'll try and do with any dogs that are coming through from the neighbours or crossing through this country, I want them to hit this track and turn and go along and search the track. And I'll probably put 4 or 5 traps along this track, and I'll do the same thing in the middle and the same thing down the bottom. So we'll probably have 3 lines. I won't loop them together, the lines, because it's too hard to get around the top end of the country, I think. So I'll probably just do 3 lines. We'll just see how it works out. Okay, I've just used the chain to go straight onto this stump here as a drag, and just chain it straight on there quickly. I reckon I'll put in just on the lead in here. The big thing is to stop the cattle from wrecking it, so I'll need another stick up as another guard. Right down in the dirt, getting earthed in the dirt again here now. I usually try and put the spring up the leading side and put it under the little tray there on these jakes, and that can go right down into there, into that leaf litter. Okay, this is where I tried Tocky's killer just here a couple of years ago. For some reason they seem to like this little point here. There's usually always some tracks here. Now today there wasn't any tracks, but I let Chancey out, and Chancey went straight over here, smelled against there and marked on the side of that, and little Trumpy came along and he marked right there. So I'm going to go over the top here and just put in that loose stuff and hope we get a dog do the same thing, walk over the top. But we'll probably get cattle, wreck it. We'll try. We'll just see what happens. I'll just probably use a drag, wrap my chain back in around underneath the dirt there and put it straight in on that, just over the lip, I think. So all I'm using these days is just a single bed underlay foam with the little peak bits on the bottom and flat on the top. Sections of that just seem to work so well. Just seems to work well. Right, I might leave that as close as I can. Like that. I'll just try and ease that in. A bit of an angle, but I might just ease it in there like that. Put that spring in under. There. I don't think that's too bad a set, even though it's on a bit of an angle. I don't think it's going to worry at all. Right, the sun will dry that out a little bit. So we've got good urine there. We'll put another little bit of this female urine up here. Try and get the dog to walk in through here. A bit of stuff there, like a bit of leaf litter. A little bit there. I want that dog to put his foot up on the top there. You come through that way or come through this way. This property here, I've been coming on it for many years now. Great family. The father, who's now left us, he was one of my sort of heroes growing up. He was great bushman, just an absolute great bushman. And yeah, I miss him, I really do, because he was just one of those iconic sort of figures that, you know, growing up he was, yeah, one of those fellas that you really looked up to. Anyway, we all get old, only here for a short time, so make it a good time. I didn't think there was any fresh tracks, but there's one fresh one there, so that's good. And, we're set in the right place then. This is the spot here that I've caught probably 12 or 15 dogs on this top. And I come here today and there's not a track, there's nothing. That doesn't mean that tomorrow there won't be a dog that comes through here. So probably what I'll do is I'll put a one of those deer hides here. Even though they've disintegrated, there'll still be a good smell, good smell base. And with the way this wind is blowing up here, You know, anything that comes through this valley for the next kilometre or so up this side should smell it and get them to here, but that's if the cattle leave it alone. Right, Mossy. Sit. Mossy. Moss, come. Moss, hunt him up. Hunt him up. Nothing. Come. Here. Hunt him up. Nothing? Yeah, this way. Just got here to pick a spot. Put my hand down to scratch some of the leaf litter away. And there's a dog scat right there. An old dog scat full of deer hair, actually. That's full of deer hair, that one. It was right here, because that looked to me like a marking spot. And I've caught quite a few dogs off this drag here now, just using that log. So I think I'll put another one here, do the same thing, make that as a marking spot. We'll probably put the deer hide over here, so if the cattle are sniffing around it, they'll go there more than here. And I'll just probably use urine, and over here probably use a scat or something. And if the dogs come in sniffing around that, they should check this as well. Now I'm just rolling down now into the spot where one of our members, Ben, one of our Glenfiddich members, shot a dingo here on our last deer sort of campaign in here. And yeah, so when we came around the other night, we shot 2 deer and I gutted them out right here. Here's where we gutted out these 2 hinds. There's nothing here. Now, it could have been eagles. Let's look for dog sign. Okay, there's no obvious sign, but certainly the hocks, everything are gone. So if we have had a dog come in here for a free feed, they should come back for another one. So let's set 2 traps here at least. There we go, dog track right here. There. Okay, I'll have to put that one on the drag as well. Stupid me, forgot the drill, so I can't drill them straight in. So I'll put these all on drags. One here, one opposing over there, and probably put this this hide in here somewhere, I suppose. So each of these, I'm trying to keep them pretty simple. I'm using the skins, the old rotten skins, deer skins, as the food base lure. There's not too many goannas kicking around at the moment, so I think we can get away from catching those big old green fellas. Use the skin to get them into the area, and then my bitch's urine just for something to make them go and have a look. So it's a good combination usually. Right, so I want that dog to come and try and sniff that. Right? That's the natural walk around there. I'll put a little bit more brush or grass on that side. These clumps. That's better. Make it walk through there. Bit messy that, it's not what I really like, but hopefully it'll weather down before dark. If I'd had the drill, I'd have just put in 2 screws and just screwed that one down, but my mistake. Righto, I want something here that's visible, like a little tussock of grass, something like that. Put here. Put that with the urine on it up there. Quite a bit on it. I want that dog to come around this bump here a little bit if it can. I'll get some dry dirt and I'll dry dirt that right over, and I might just leave it blind. A little bit of this stuff to one side just to steer their foot away from here. Get it over there a little bit, like that. Okay, we're on the way back home now. We've got 9 traps in, but all in good spots. I quite like what we've achieved this afternoon, so we'll check them in the morning and try and get a few more traps in tomorrow. We've got to go down to the Big Smoke, so we might not get a chance, but we'll check them early in the morning. Guys, I've been down at the Sunshine Coast University most of the day, discussing with them about starting a couple of PhD students on deer research. So it's looking really good. It's looking very, very promising. But I've got to get up the top of the hill now and check the dingo traps that we've got in. But I've been lucky to meet a young guy there the other night. He's been referred through to me by Rob Fickling from Maroka 30, and Rob must have liked the stamp of this young guy because he said to come and catch up with me when he got to Queensland. So I've got Daniel here with me. Daniel's from Spain.
Thanks, I'm glad to be here. Hello guys.
It's good. You just have to teach you how to speak English.
Yeah. Little by little, yeah?
It's all good, mate. All good. We'll just rip up here now, check these traps, and we might even have a chance tomorrow to bring one of the hunters down and take a deer for venison. We'll just see how we go. But racing around like a madman at the moment. Well, it's getting a bit late, but we are just about at the middle set of traps now, and we'll check them and then race over the other side and check the last 4 over there. No luck today either. There's not even a fresh track.
Oh.
What's going on?
Yeah, no luck.
Nothing by the looks. Yes, we got something. Yeah. Got a dog. Woo, got a dog.
Yeah.
Got a dog. Yeah, little fella. Little pup.
Is it a... So that's not a dingo, that's just
he's a wild dog. Yeah. Righto, that's good. We got our first dog down. I thought there would be some young ones here, so this is a real black dog. Let's get it shot. Okay, dog down. Right, well, that's our first one. That's good. We'll reset and go again. Good. That isn't touched. Righto. So from a distance there, you're still filming?
Yeah.
Yep. Righto, a little black and tan dog. A lot of mixed colour in that dog. Little female. This year's pup. That's a good catch. Again with the jake trap. Good stuff. Good result, and yep, we'll get over now and check the other traps. Good stuff.
Perfect.